Dear everyone, welcome back to the CyberSec Asia stage here. Coming up next, we are thrilled to introduce and bring everyone to listen for more and explore under the topics of empowering IoT with privacy, enhancing technologies, innovations, impacts, and future direction. By this session, you will dive into the transformative role of privacy enhancing technologies in safeguarding IoT ecosystem, gain practical insight into addressing privacy threats, meeting data protection standards, and navigating the strengths and limitations of PETs. Learn how innovation is shaping the future of IoT privacy and security. By this session, I'm very honored to introduce our esteemed speakers. Please join with me in welcoming Dr. Kalika Suksomboon, Senior Researcher from NECTEC.
Hello everyone. It's very honor to be here again because last year I was also here, and today I'm not going to sell anything for you, but I want to share with you my knowledge that I really excited and explore in this topic for a while. The topic I would like to share with you here is about empowering IoT with privacy enhancing technologies. As you may know, the technical term is PET, P-E-T. It's not a cat, it's not a dog, it's a technique that we make your sensitive information more safer. And we will deep dive into what are technology that can cover with that privacy preserving on your informations, innovation, impact, and the future direction of this technology. Well, before starting, okay, I a little bit introduce myself again, because I don't know who introduced myself. Anyway, we'll take a little bit moment. I'm a researcher actually in NECTEC in the lab information security laboratory, and my research is centered around the cyber security and privacy research. We also are taking, I also explore in the research on OT as well and IoT security. We have a little bit explore in AI-powered cyber security for 5G OLAN and AI-powered SOC analysts, because we know that SOC analysts will get a lot of pain when you have to do on the duty and it's turned over so frequency. So then how can AI can power it on top of that? And a part of that, have my platform is called PET as a service for IoT. PET is my Siberian. Is a dog, no. It's a platform which is called Siberian. And in this platform, we got award from NCSA last year. Yeah, not last year. Oh yeah, last year. The Best Innovation Award. But I'm not going to tell you about telling you about this technique, but we give you a board of PET, how can to preserve the IoT. Actually, everyone already know what is IoT. IoT is allowing you, is make your lives better, to build you like a smart home, smart bulb, smart, everything is smart around you, right? Smart speaker for home automation, and to make your life efficient. And okay, and of course, the IoT is a physical, so the physical world, the device bring the information to process in the cloud. So it's smart to your data is delivered to the cloud, and the cloud need to process it in the environment. Normally, the cloud is from the IoT application will be the cloud, which is hosted by the third party or applications provider, right? And you leave that kind of advantage of or service and IoT that embrace their your daily life and make you convenient, make you efficient, and your personal life become better. Okay, and from this kind of IoT, I think many of you wear something like this, like smartwatch. Right? Have you really concerned that that kind of IoT, the smartwatch, the wearable, or bring your individual behavior to someone else, to the cloud? Maybe someone can see what is your behavior and your individual activity. They track you everywhere, right? You can learn what kind of activity you're running, you're sleeping, your behavior in like going shopping, sleeping behavior. And also, they also track what is your preference. You always stop by which cafeteria, which restaurant, stop in some shopping area. They track you. It's of course because you want to leave that benefit. You will donate some your sensitive information to the cloud. And then you believe that the cloud will be, the service provider will keep your information secret. But maybe malicious actors don't think like that. They may want to learn you about a little bit and take advantage of this kind of information. And so, has you ever given consent by this kind of device, IoT device? Maybe if you came from a European country, maybe UK, you can see this sign warning you when you walk past to CCTV camera that this is CCTV camera, you will be in consent by default. But how can you check no? No, right? You cannot check no, you just, okay, accept it, yes, of course, why not? And it's actually IoT allow you everywhere, and they collect a huge amount of private information, your face, your walking style, your behavior, your personality. And that's information. How can you know that IP camera not bring your face and exploit to the malicious to make a deepfake? The malicious can use that information to train the data and make a deepfake and coming to our call center to make a deepfake call, video call for your family, right? So you cannot dealing with that. But we have some how to handle with this based on the serious thing is the IoT data leak. The serious threat is the user, the organization rely on the informations and the system, and the IoT have to process it, of course, in the cloud service provider. You need to use it. But if the data is leaked, then the impact will be huge. You will lose some business or credit. You will lose some reputations, suffer from because of your data leak. You see on the news, data leak all the time, even in the big company like a Microsoft, like a Snowflake, or whatever. There's huge impact. Their stock market will be going down immediately at that time. And apparently, we have something called security. We have the encryption technique, right? To ensure that that information, which is saved in the cloud, is encrypted. And only one who has a key can open it, right? But even so, you see this example? Actually, they have one company, smartwatch company data leak. They use a technique like preserve the privacy of the customer, anonymous your ID, of course. But the data is leaked on the cloud and explode. No one knows who is walking in this area. But actually, this area doesn't mean anything if it's not a Syria camp, you know, and no normal people walking around the Syria area in the desert area, right? So it's explored to the militias that infer that, okay, this area is the US base camp. So it's a huge serious problem. Why the third league will explore this kind of information? Because inside the cloud, even the data from your smartwatch encrypt and send to the cloud. The cloud needs to open it and to process it and to make mapping between the locations and your data and to map and turn to your result that how much your heart rate, where is your walking tracking, right? That kind of explores make a huge impact. So it turned out that anything can help. Can we mitigate the privacy risks on that IoT device? Yeah, we have something called regulations, data protection regulations. In the past, we have Article 29 Working Party from the EU. This is talking about the data protections, and the IoT have to express that IoT application providers should follow these directions. So it's good for us that, okay, a little bit safe. We have like some guidance. We have some policy to protect us. And after that, this article is a little bit old. Then they shift to the thing that we have already know is called GDPR. So the GDPR aiming to protect the individual personal identification or PII and given more control over it. So this is like a policy, it's on the paper, it's on the checklist. And the GDPR give the penalty that if the any service provider, any user, any cloud break this law, make or leak of the PII, break this policy, you have to pay the penalty 4% of the annual global turnover, or not over 20 million euro, right? This is quite good for us the customer. Someone make control on that. Apart of that, we also have ISO, IEC 29100 from 2011. This one is like a policy framework. It has an 11 privacy principle that the company, the organization, have to follow to process it in order to protect the PII. And the organization used this kind of framework to control the mitigate the privacy risks. Even better, a part of only the paper-based checklist, why not we bring the technology into control to make if everything is from design, from the automatically manage and control the privacy from the IoT. So actually they have many techniques, not only on this list, but we bring off like very top famous of the privacy enhancement technology called blockchains with access control, K-anonymous, pseudo-anonymous, data masking, federated learning, differential privacy, trust and executions, environments, and secure multi-party computation, zero knowledge proof, homomorphic encryption, and so on. We bring that policy. We have privacy. We map together we have to choose which privacy enhancement technology which is can answer, can follow, can control based on the policy that we have to control that IoT. But how? Let I give you some example. So example is wearable. Wearable, as you know, is like used for the sport and then location tracking and healthcare and for comprehensive like a service. I list 3 possibilities of the privacy leak. The first one is identifications. So it means the IoT device can collect the sensitive information. You register for the app, right? You register for example, Huawei or Apple IoT wearable or Fitbit, whatever, what you register. They collect your ID, your name. And the privacy enhancement technology, which is can apply to protect your identification breach, is anonymized technique, identity management, local processing. Local processing is mean not send the processing into the cloud, process on your device. So it means save on your personal. So the second one is the list of the location tracking. Of course, your device. For example, if you're searching for the location via the Google Map, what it means the application send exactly your location, GPS location, to query the service from the Google Cloud, from the service, and the map with the destination you want to explore, and then they calculate the path, the route, and return to you, right? So it means they know where's your, every time you query the map, right? They can track that information. How can we mitigate that? The privacy enhancement technology tell that we can use anonymous protocol. We can use K-anonymous. You may curious what's K anonymous mean. K mean in the normally you send only exact location to the cloud to ask how can I go to Queen's Liquid Center to Siam Square, right? You are in Queen's Liquid Center. But you need something a little bit blur of the service. You say, hey, I'm not only in the Queen's Liquid. I'm in the Siam, I'm in the Siam City, I'm in the Makassar, I'm in something near randomly and send to the cloud. And the service will answer you, K answer. You will collect it and find the right answer in the local processing. So in that case, you can a little bit hide your location, right? So the linkage, the breach of the linkage means when the data sharing between system. So for example, we have a wearable. We may connect this wearable with some other service, like suggestion from which is the coffee shop, which is the insurance. If they record the heartbeat, that your wearable send the information to your hospital, your insurance or not. So that's kind of sharing between the system will provide you a really serious information leak, right? How can you control it? So the privacy enhancement technology have like a access control. You can, with the privacy policy that bring the premise, and somehow a new technique is zero knowledge proof and homomorphic encryption. She may have only 6 minutes, but I still have many slides. So a part of that is you can imagine what kind of privacy enhancement technology. They have so many things. We can map the current privacy enhancement technique in the IoT into 7 domains actually, but I picked the big one: control over data, anonymization, and enforcement. So in terms of the control over data, how can we control when our data is exported to the cloud, exported to someone else? is it possible that we still can control that one? We need something that tracking, we call like blockchain on access control, because we make a use of the blockchain that can track your information, the track who execute this one, right? For the anonymous, of course, we have talking about the K anonymous. Enforcement, we have something that called like ABC, attribute-based access control, and role-based access control, in order to control the information consents and authorization. Actually, from the research viewpoint, we collect and review all that research in the market from 2014 to 2017. And we can group into three parts. Actually, the question is, we have a lot of pet technology. How can we measure this, which pet is effectiveness? We have three main metric identification. First one is functional requirements. The second one is privacy property. And the third one is user-centered property. So it turned out that from the first one, we can see that very few research tackle on the information consents. From the privacy property, actually they have very low privacy enhancement technology taking care of your linkability and unobservability. So it means you still have to suffer from the linkage, right? And so take a look at the privacy enhancement technology in the field of IoT. The most research really seriously pay attention on the home automations. So it's fine when you bring a smartphone, many researchers take care of your privacy. But it turned out really small number of researchers taking care of the smart manufacturing. And then when we map to what kind of the privacy principle supported by the privacy enhancement technology from GDPR and ISO that we talked earlier, we map into like a 15 principle, and then we are ranking that how many of the privacy enhancement technology in the research can cover of this kind of principle. And you can take a look at very few research can handle with the right to be forgotten. How can make a right to be forgotten? It's very challenging. And from the viewpoint of the pet, which is can handle the map with the principle, it means access control with various privacy policy can comply with these three principles, and anonymizations can comply with pseudonymization principle. And lesson and learn from the existing pet is actually diverse requirements of pets is trailed to the various IoT scenarios, and requiring is just like a combine between to meet the specific privacy principle. And no privacy enhancement technology, which is can cover all 15 privacy principles. So it means we have too many room to improve that. Average of the technology can cover only 6 principles. From the research priority, then they can need encourage more researchers to focus on the area which can cover more principles. And call to actions, increase academic effort, still need to take a look at the research, how can we develop the privacy enhancement technology in IoT, especially to make a cover of the principle, at least more than 50%. How about future? Actually, we have future. Yes, of course, we have future. They have a new, a key emerging technology. How can we adopt that key emerging technology to bring the privacy enhancement in IoT to become more efficient in the future? One key technology is blockchain. Even you learn more about blockchain in the Bitcoin, in the something which is a wallet, digital wallet. Actually, it can help you in the privacy enhancement technology as well, of course. The second one is differential privacy. Differential privacy is the mechanism which is makes your data sets adding the noise, so it means the blur your data sets. And when you put your data set into the cloud, and the cloud learn via based on like AI, deep learning, and so on, or LLM, or ChatGPT can blur with your noise, and then it's become like more effective than the K-anonymous by itself. Then we can bring together between differential privacy and homomorphic and K-anonymous. And the last but not least, homomorphic encryption. Homomorphic encryption is like a magic. Encryption, which is encrypt. And when you encrypt the data sent to the cloud don't need a key. The cloud can process your data without a key, and only you, the user, you should have a key, can decrypt it. So this one can be our future for the privacy enhancement technology. Maybe I have to stop by this because still have more. Is it okay? It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Okay. I still have some more. Okay. Maybe you stay a little bit with me for a while. We take a deep dive into the homomorphic encryption, because my research is based on homomorphic encryption. So we'll tell you a little bit about comparing to the traditional encryptions and homomorphic encryption. As I said, in the traditional, you have to make a key exchange between you and cloud in the key management, key sharing, whatever. From the homomorphic encryptions, you have no key to send to the cloud. You keep the key by yourselves and let the cloud process it. That's kind of magic, make research and developer very excited. In the year of 2009, actually, they have come up with like a breakthrough of the homomorphic encryption, which is can some shed the light, which is it practical or not? You take a look at the graph. This is how long they need to process one single bit. When you encrypt and you let the cloud to process one encrypt bit, you need to wait for how long? I'm not sure how day you need to wait in this year. And from year by year, the researcher gain more improvement comparing to the Moore's law. The Moore's law is still fast before NVIDIA breakthrough, right? So we do better. From this one, homomorphic encryption is still in practical or not? Oh. Actually, maybe not yet at that time. From the first generations, which is Dr. Grant from Stanford, get the first breakthrough that we can compute the encryptions over the add and multiply. We call fully homomorphic encryptions. And we have second generations after that. We have the third generation after that. The researcher try to improve the speed, improve the noise. And the fourth generations is called CKKS. This one is the first coming that technique, which is can compute over the real number. So it means in the past, no one can compute in the real number. And in a nutshell, actually, homomorphic encryption field of a lot of mathematical this is just one example because it depends on which technique I'm talking. In this case, I picked the fourth generation. It's called NECTEC. You may curious what is CKKS. CKS is the name of the inventor, so don't care about that. Let's back him from Korean researcher. And they have a lot of box filling with the math. We have the message. We need to encode it. And you know encode without the key, right? When you have encode to make the complex number become full integer. And then after encode, we encrypt. After encrypt, we send to the third party, the cloud environment, to make evaluation or compute. And after send back, we have to revert the process, decrypt and decoding. So based on this loop, actually they have a lot of noise and a lot of, how can I say, the thing they have to handle with this, we call like approximate or computations. So this technique may be fit in some application. It may not fit in some application. It depends on the researcher have to pick it up. So the question is, homomorphic encryption is maturing. I cannot answer like now, but you can explore by yourself based on this reference. Actually, they have a lot of library. You have to read and then pick the right one, you know. And from the library, it depends on what kind of language you're familiar with. Maybe someone like love Python. You can select which one is Python. You can choose from C++, Node.js, whatever. They have a lot of library which is you can follow by. And also, they have a library which is can use GPU speed that can handle for AI tasks. Better than that, we have toolkits. If you not want to dig into the library, pick the toolkits and play with it aloud. They also have a newest one is it can handle with like a ChatGPT based on encryption. So it means completely safe private information when you chat with the LLM, then they're super private and secure. And they also have some application. You can dig into that, play with the web application or mobile applications. For one of that, mine is one following this is application based on the mobile application and web application. And I think that's almost last. Yeah, last, thank God. Final thoughts. The last one is we have to argue that the essential for the trust, we may need a privacy enhancement technology to ensure the trust into the IoT. We need to balance between the privacy protection and efficiency. We need some for mature for the new technique, the current privacy enhancement technology. Which one is promising, which one is impractical, and leverage the emerging of technology like a blockchain, differential privacy, and homomorphic encryption, and so on to make it real. And we need some collaborative, not only the researcher itself, the developer, and the user as well. We have to make this kind of drive into this area to make our life safe and private. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalika Suksomboon, Senior Researchers from NECTEC. Thank you for sharing your thought, your experience with all of us here. So everyone, once again, before we moving on to the next session, we would like to seize for your kind cooperation in completing the conference surveys. You may have any suggestions and recommendations to us to improve our future editions of CyberSec Asia to be better and better. อย่างที่เมื่อสักครู่นี้นะคะดร.การิกาได้อัปเดตให้ทุกท่านได้ทราบเราได้เรียนรู้ไม่ว่าจะเป็นในเรื่องของ lesson learn นะคะเรื่องของข้อมูลรั่วไหลต่างๆเราจะมีวิธีการในการป้องกันและเสริมสร้างการรักษาความเป็นส่วนตัวในการปฏิบัติงานให้ได้อย่างไรแล้วก็ได้เห็นแล้วนะคะว่าบทบาทของการ ปรับปรุงการพัฒนาของ PET ในด้านความรักษาความปลอดภัยทางข้อมูลทางด้าน IoT นั้นนะคะเพื่อลดความเสี่ยงทางด้านความเป็นส่วนตัวทิศทางในอนาคตในการพัฒนา PET รวมถึงกลยุทธ์ที่สามารถดำเนินการได้เพื่อปรับปรุงความเป็นส่วนตัวและความปลอดภัยในด้าน Ecosystem ต่างๆนะคะอย่างไรนั่นเองก็ต้องขอบคุณดร.การิกาอีกครั้งค่ะ